Hi again, and we are now at the very last section of the beach walk blanket pattern, and this is the border and edging. Now, there's been so much colour going on throughout this blanket that I decided to make a pretty simple border and edging just to finish it off. It's just 5 rounds of granny stripes in different colours. They're all treble crochet rounds apart from one which is just half treble, just to ring the changes, and then the actual edging is just done in simple half treble stitches. So really nothing much to do. It's a mindless easy way to finish the blanket off. So we're starting with the blanket with its wrong side uppermost, the reverse uppermost, and I'm just going to make my usual starting in a corner. I usually try to start in a different corner from where I finish. I think I have mentioned that before. It just helps to keep the balance of the blanket, keeps things nice and straight. And it's nothing to it. It's just simply back to treble stitch rather than half treble. I'm using the Parma Violet, and it's just 3 half trebles in each space all the way along. So this will be one that you'll be able to do when you're sitting of an evening watching TV, watching a film or something on TV, because you can almost feel your way. That's how granny stitches, granny clusters were originally invented, so that in the Victorian era, when lighting was poor and grannies were old with bad eyesight, they would be able to use the large spaces between the clusters to feel where their hook should go. Right, just a very quick recap. We're back at this point where the squares were joined. So it's treble 1, start the next treble, but stop when there's still 2 loops, into the next corner and finish off the treble 2 together, and then treble 1. So you just remember to do that in each of the joining points where the squares joined. So you just need to work all the way around with this, and when you have done the first row, there should be 71 clusters. Not that that matters. We don't have any more rounds where squares have to fit accurately, so it's just plain sailing from now on. So I'm going to make up my first 3 rounds of this, and I'll come back when I'm ready to do the half treble round, and I'll also come back when we're doing the final edging. So I'll see you in a little while. Well, I'm back with a change of plan because the video that I recorded to show you how to do the other stripes and the edging had some technical issues, and I haven't been able to use it. So I'm back here with the finished blanket just to let you see what it looks like. And you know how to do the granny stripes anyway now. After the Parma Violet, I turned it over and did the warm grey, turned it over again and did the graphite, turned it over again for the round of half trebles in the grape colour. Finally, I turned it over again for the graphite. So what you're looking at now is the blanket right way up, and the graphite round is on its reverse side. Now I just want to show you very quickly how to do this final edging, because if you are a complete beginner, it could be that having done all these granny clusters, you're not sure how to do the edging. So bear with me. Last look at the blanket. I'm going to put that out of the way, and I'm going to bring in something that will look very surprising, because what I've done is I've just picked out of my sample drawer a very random sample granny square, totally different colours to the beach walk blanket, I know, but this is where you're going to have to use a little bit of imagination. Now you can see that I've done a little bit of a graphite round going around this granny square. So what you're going to have to imagine is this is the blanket, and this is round 5 of the border granny stripes, and we're now going to do the edging, and this is turned onto the reverse side of the graphite round. So the edging is done in the silver, and again start in any corner. Let's get this right in camera, and it's half treble stitch. So I'm going to chain 2 as usual to be the equivalent of the first half treble. So there we go. And this time for the corner, I'm only going to put 1 half treble in, not 2. Like that. So we've got this one counting as a half treble and another half treble. And next we're going to work along the row with half treble stitches, but this time instead of doing clusters into every space as we've done before, we're going to work into every stitch. Now there are 3 stitches in each cluster, so there are 3 stitch tops along the edge for each cluster, and we're going to put a half treble stitch into the top of each of these stitches. So in, yarn over, in, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. And the only thing you need to be careful of is that you make sure you have picked up the 2 loops in the top of that stitch so that it keeps it nice and firm and neat. So there we go. There's the first 3 of these half treble stitches done, and then you just move straight over that space into the next treble stitch from the row below, and just keep working around like that. It's very easy, and it's just giving a little bit more of a structured edge to the blanket. When you get to the next corner, remember we only did 2 half trebles, so it's 2 half trebles, chain 2, 2 half trebles, and then work all the way around the blanket until you get back to the beginning and finish this corner with 2 half trebles, chain 2 and slip stitch as usual. And then once that's done, what you'll do is just turn over and do another round in exactly the same way. And if I put this out of the way and pull this back into view, you will see what that edge looks like. If I can bring it up closer without going out of focus, that's the edge of half trebles for the blanket. And there you are, that's it finished. I'm going to be back with one more video which will take you through the process of what I call a pamper wash. So I'll see you then. And for the time being, you can admire your finished blanket. Bye for now.